Okay, well, we're live. we're live again. We're trying this again. And now, before you give me any hassles, let me explain to you that I am no longer driving. Yes, I'm in the vehicle. However, I am parked. I am stationary. I can prove it. There's a tree. It's in front of me. I'm not moving, and neither is it. Hello, Hashim. Yes, I am back. And this is probably going to post up live on YouTube. So if, look, I swear I'm not moving. Okay. So if you should have been watching the live stream prior to this, well, my apologies for the sudden disappearing act, but I think I was in a terrible zone for Wi-Fi. Anyway, I have an appointment in a few minutes, and it's kind of an unpleasant, you can see in the background, it's kind of unpleasant dermatology, you know, in the background. I'm getting something cut off of me, which I don't think will be too pleasant, but thank God we live in an age where there's like Novocaine and stuff like that. Anyway, the title of this is Incoming. Of course, I'm just gonna start this from scratch because this is gonna upload. Ideally, the Wi-Fi here is fairly decent. I call this the toilet oak, as I explained earlier, and it's because if you squint your eyes really hard and you look at it really quick, it looks like a royal oak, but it's a G-Shock. However, honestly, I'm very fond of this watch, and so I will be doing a full review on it. Now, as you know from my my prior sort of hints on various live streams around the YouTubes and the internets, I have incoming. And as you know, that was smooth. There we go, better. Okay, and as you know, I've got one ball. Mark Vlogs Watches has one ball watch. It's a big, chunky, very pointy looking diving chronograph. And Brad Harris says it's the SD43. Well, I have the ball incoming, but I just put down a deposit on something else. And was I on Paul's live stream last night? Hashim is asking in the live stream comments, and the answer is yes. I was briefly. I was. So you can go back and take a look at that. And I sort of did. Sorry about the finger. I just don't know where to hold this phone. Okay, that's better. See, the camera's right here, and it causes me a small problem. Barry's asking if I sold my other ball, and the answer is, no. I had a guy who wanted it, and then he freaked out at the last second because I wanted my payment via friends and family. But like, guys, you all know who I am. But I'm gonna send a $2,000 some watch, to an unheard of, unknown dude, in a way that he can reverse it. And he was a collector who's got a couple hundred watches, so I kind of didn't feel too good about the transaction at the end of the day. So I killed it. And I have to say, I'm not sure I felt bad about that, because I think just as we were sort of in the process of concluding that deal, I started to have buyer's remorse, So I decided, listen, if you don't know me well enough to want to send me the payment, friends and family, you know who I am, you almost know where I am and what I do, and I'm not a hard guy to find, right? So if you're not willing to go friends and family, then more than likely you had some kind of bad idea. At any rate, I've got the ball. I'm keeping the ball unless somebody wants to buy that ball, which fine, we could talk about it because I'm not married to it. However, it's weird. I started to feel a little bit bad as this deal was concluding, and I got to say, I think I was mildly relieved when it fell apart. But I have just put down a deposit on something that, well, Hisham, as I was saying in my prior video, Hisham, what I am purchasing is a fairly major purchase for me. Now, you would just go to the couch, lift up the cushion, scrape out a few rupees, and make this purchase without thinking twice. But I'm a poor dog trainer who drives a Ford. So, okay, used to be a Porsche. Now it's a Ford. And so I think this is a fairly major purchase. And it is the SD43. Dan is saying maybe he wanted to pay with a credit card and he doesn't think you can use the friends and family. You can. I'm pretty sure you can. And also, how to put it? Well, yeah, it was definitely, I don't know. I don't want to say anything naughty about the guy, but I just didn't feel good about the deal. Okay. Oh, you poor man? I poor man. Hashim in the live comments is saying, I poor man. No, rich man. Yes. Yes. That's our, Hashim does a very creditable Archie Luxury impersonation. I myself, you know, I'm not that good with the Australian accent, so I just got to do something like that. Holy crap, the politics of watch collecting YouTube channels are unbelievable. Everybody hates everybody, except for some people love everybody. And I don't know. I really, you know what? I have one enemy in the watch collecting world. One. Now, maybe there are, in fact, not maybe, almost certainly, there's got to be a bunch of people who don't like me. I have that personality. I have the take it or leave it, you know, personality. So I am not under the delusion that I'm, you know, Mr. Lovable and that everybody's gonna just, you know, automatically gravitate to me. It's not like that. I know that. But in terms of like YouTube creators, there's really only there's a rivalry, ball busting, you know, good-natured ribbing. Well, you know, naturally I have that with a lot of guys. You know, we are ho bros, horology bros. So, you know, ball busting is part of you know, it's part of the deal, and I get that. But there's only one guy who I think legitimately and truly hates me. Hey, guess what? I gotta go. I just got a call from the authorized dealer who I made the deposit to, and I know from my text messages through my bank that deposit hasn't gone through, so maybe they copied the numbers down wrong, and I think something's going wrong with my deal on the watch that we'll talk about next time. So I have to take my leave of you. Thank you for the compliments. Please leave a comment if you know what I'm getting. Put it in the comments when this goes live, or when this goes, you know, uploaded, and tell me what you think the next incoming in my collection should be. Okay, guys, I gotta go and see what's happening with my deposit. Talk to you soon. There's that finger. Again.